Alright, as much as I want to start at the end, because the end, I consider the end to be epic, I'm going to go through the whole thing. Alright, this is my Raw review for July 25th, 2011. Okay, I'm going to start at the beginning. I do believe that this was a great way to start off Raw, especially when they had the championship match start off first. On the real, I'd rather it not be Miz or Rey Mysterio because we have seen it before. They both had their shot. Miz had his shot. Rey Mysterio had his title reign, not as a WWE champion though, but as the world champion. But it was nice to see Rey Mysterio win. It was a really good match. It didn't really keep me on the edge of my seat because I kind of had a feeling that The Miz was going to win it. But honestly, it was an overall good match. It was a decent match. And I guess it ended well, seeing how he was never WWE champion. Um, man, one of my personal highlights of the night, besides the ending, was the fact that Zack Ryder was finally on Raw. It was a shame how he ended up having a completely useless competitor like Michael Cole, but seeing how Zack Ryder was on there was awesome. I am so happy that he was finally on Raw, even though he had a really totally easy win. But the whole Triple H making his state was kind of sort of like, a wannabe, what the president was doing. And I was back and forth watching that, but that's a whole other thing. Um, I'm not really so skeptical as I was before about Triple H actually being ahead of the WWE. I think it's going to be a huge change. It's definitely going to be a lot of adjustments and a lot of surprises. And seeing how he brought JR back, which was that was the one thing that kind of bothered me. It was like you thought bringing in the future. I didn't think that JR left. I had no idea that he was gone. But seeing how he was reunited with the King was also pretty awesome because I kind of missed JR and his commentary. Um, and I had a feeling that Michael Cole was either gonna leave or Michael Cole was probably gonna be put in a match. He was gonna be gone for the night because I think people get sick of him. Um, Dolph Ziggler. What can I possibly say about Dolph Ziggler? I was really disappointed that Evan Bourne did not win because it would have been a huge change. Since Evan Bourne has been there, he's been signed, he has not been pushed the way he should have, and he has not won a title. And it's a shame. Dolph Ziggler has far too many chances, and seeing how he was talking about, your belt will stay with me. Okay, fine, keep the belt. It's just a starter belt anyway. It's not like it matters anymore. But it would be a great starter belt for Evan Bourne because Evan Bourne has been there for so long and he's never won a title. That's sad. That's pathetic. I mean, that's worse than what Christian had to go through. I mean, he's been there for like, what, 15 years, 17 years, and he's just now winning a title? Come on, give Evan Bourne a shot. But anyway, I'm getting really sick and tired of Dolph Ziggler, and I'm getting sick and tired of Vicky Guerrero, and I'm waiting for them to split up. Because honestly, they're making him look weak. Seeing how Vicky Guerrero will do anything in her power to keep her man um, with the belt is just ridiculous. It's making him look like a complete wuss. He needs to dump her and go on his own so he'll be able to look like he's a strong competitor instead of he's hiding behind a woman. I mean, that's how I see it. But oh gosh, the Bella Twins and Eve. Need I say more? I mean, I'm really getting tired of. Don't get me wrong, the Keith Stone character is pretty cool on commercials, but they've already done it. I mean, okay, fine, you do it on Capital Punishment. Yeah, whoop de doo is a pay per view. But you do it on Raw too? I mean, don't get me wrong, Keith Stone's character is pretty cool, but I'm getting sick and tired of seeing him. I mean, I thought I would only see him on commercials, not on Raw. I mean, leave it to the commercials. It's just, no. And the Bella Twins, I mean, they get on my nerves enough, but I guess I thought that he was gonna like a stamp a big N on her head, but instead he drew like a henna tattoo on her arm or something like that. And then Eve was like, "You're smooth, please. You do a promo for beer now? Aren't you supposed to be a family-oriented show now? Come on, yeah, make up your mind." But anyway, the the Divas match was pretty forgettable. I mean, it really makes me sad because the last time, okay, I know I'm going off tangent here, but I watched TNA last week and I am actually really impressed with their divas. Not divas. I'm actually really impressed with their knockouts division. I mean, they actually are worth watching more than divas. I mean, don't get me wrong. They do have their points of where they're just completely annoying and redundant and everything else like that. But compared to them, compared to the divas, it's sad. I mean, they just go out there just to have FaceTime. But I'm not gonna lie, it was nice to see Maurice out there. Maurice really needs to have more airtime. I actually like her, but there's really no purpose, no feuds, no conflict between the divas anymore. Maybe there's like a handful of conflicts, especially with the Bella Twins and Eve, but it's not really any feuds, and it bothers me how bad the divas division is starting to go down the drain. I mean, we're crying out loud. As much as I respect Stephanie McMahon, she really needs to do something with the Divas division. I mean, as a woman of power, don't you think you want to bring up more women instead of just keeping them down? It's ridiculous. But anyhow, I know I'm probably missing a match, but I'm just going straight to the end of the night. Now, okay, this is a match that should not have happened. I mean, yeah, Triple H is in power. Yes, he thought it would be fun. Really? Why give John Cena a rematch in the first place? I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm really getting tired of him having the belt. You want to promote, okay, you want to give your new stars that you just signed on a chance to feel like that they're a part of something, to feel like that they're able to get the belt and that they're able to move on up in the company. You don't want to keep them down the same level card that they've been since they've gotten there. It's ridiculous. I'm already mad about Evan Bourne, and Evan Bourne has talent, and it makes me sick how they keep upcoming stars like him down and not bring them up. They keep bringing up the old people. Now John Cena has had like so many title reigns, and it's ridiculous how he keeps getting the belt. And it really made me annoyed tonight for him to win the belt back. But it made it even better seeing CM Punk's new music, or hearing CM Punk's new music. Now, CM Punk made a triumphant return after all the hoopla about him leaving and how he's sick and tired of everything going on, and he decides to come back. Really? So I guess the whole Comic Con thing that he invaded Comic Con talking to Triple H. Now Triple H said, if you make any if you make any changes or whatever, since there are changes, just give me a call and come back. I guess he did give him a call and he came a knocking. But now it kind of defeats the purpose of what CM Punk did. CM Punk, what he did was epic. He literally said however he felt, and and he left because he was fed up, and he made it known that he was fed up. But now that he came back, just seems like a total cop out to me. Like he really has no reason to come back. But now the fact that he is back, it was phenomenal how it ended, and it was even more phenomenal the fact that he had a bigger pop than John Cena, and John Cena's the champion, and he had a bigger pop than John Cena. That's amazing. He outdid John Cena, and that's the reason why I love his new intro music, Living Color, Cult of Personality. One of my favorite songs of all time. It matches CM Punk's character. It matches everything he did, and it matches the direction the company is going, especially with John Cena and how promoted he was, how big and Papa Papa he used to get, and his merchandise and everything. It represented how the WWE is today, and it represented exactly what CM Punk was talking about. And that's why I love his new intro music. I am really interested in what's going to happen on Raw, even though I feel like CM Punk's return is somewhat of a cop out. Well, if you have any questions, or well, not questions, but if you have any comments about what you saw tonight, or if you disagree with anything I said, please leave a comment below. But anyway, I am definitely giving this Raw. I'm giving this Raw an A tonight. I am, because of the ending. The matches themselves were really good. R-Truth should bring it down to a B, because I am sick to death of him acting like a fool every night. It should bring it down to a B or a B minus, but all in all, besides what Arthur did, the way it ended was awesome and it's epic, and it kept me interested in watching it the next week. So yeah, I'm giving it an A tonight. But anyway, if you disagree with me, just leave a comment below. This is Nature Code 30. signing off. Have a good night. And I will see you next week.